part of that, we know that one of the ways in order for us to attract businesses is tax credits to encourage businesses to come to and locate in South Carolina. But many businesses leave after a certain length of time after we do attract them. Do you think it is a good practice to continuing to offer these types of tax credits to businesses that only come for a short time?
Thank you. And I think, again, to be competitive, we've got to do what the competition does. If North Carolina, Virginia, or any other state in the Union, Washington, who lost out the Boeing plant, whatever we have to do, we have to be competitive. One thing that we, for instance, the Grand Forest Products, which is now Georgia Pacific Corporation, we were able to get that plant to come here because of some incentives that they had received, a fee in lieu of taxes. But those fees have to be done under a contract, they have to have guidelines, and the companies need to know that to meet and to receive those credits, they have to fulfill what their job, the reason for the credit. Some companies with some credits, of course, and some incentives are tied to job creation. So, for instance, if a company does not meet the jobs, or if they do not meet that job amount that they're supposed to create, then there are mechanisms for them to refund the money. Some perhaps do not receive the money until they have met those goals. But I think that we can, the first thing is we need to stay competitive, and I think that we can have a contractual arrangement short of federal bankruptcy that will allow us to keep those industries here, to hold them to their promises so that our citizens will benefit, which is the goal of bringing industries in so that those jobs will come in and stay.
Yes, the tax credit is an attraction to a number of businesses. We need to, however, put stipulations on the tax credits. If a business violates such tax credit laws, there should be a penalty, which should include a reimbursement of the tax dollars. Keeping the business would allow South Carolina to have funds allocated to several state agencies, including school districts.
Before I answer that question, I would like us to rotate, who gets to answer questions.
We
just. Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
I don't agree.
Otherwise, I can just say what they said. I'll have the easy part. I know a lot of folks don't agree with providing incentives to attract economic development, but unfortunately, that's how we're going to have to. That's how we compete. We're going to have to offer incentives because I'm telling you, the big businesses that offer the good-paying jobs and good benefits, they're going to the states that are offering them incentives to come. We lost Hyundai to Alabama. We lost Mercedes-Benz, frankly, because they just offered better incentives. So we have to compete in order to stay in the game, to attract these types of companies to South Carolina. We all know what BMW is, not BMW, but BMW is a prime example of what these companies can do for South Carolina as far as employment and jobs. So I know some don't like it, but it's what we have to do. But the other side of that is we have to work hard to make sure that once these companies get here, via those incentives, that we are able to retain them. And so we in local government have to provide quality of life things such as, like we have here in Clarendon County, golf courses and the lakes and those types of things, so that those folks would come here and they would also want to stay. But yes, I agree that we have to offer incentives in order to attract that type of industry to South Carolina.